Hey guys, it's Mahel here, and today I am going to be this is going to be a webcam video of me explaining what goes on during an event, and I am not live streaming this because I have a strike, meaning I can't live stream, but you will see this straight after the event has finished. And yeah, so for now the event has just started, and Tim Cook is going through what was said about the 5C and the 5S. What I really think he should say is it was a flop, the 5S, because everything was out of stock. He's just buffing it up. The new iPhone is a 5S's delight. Its hardware and software make it the best smartphone on the market. That's what Wall Street Journal said apparently. They have sold 9 million iPhones this week, making it the biggest iPhone launch. So that's decent figures, but of course, new, more modern world, more people in the world, but bigger population, more iPhones sold. And now a video is going to be shown, like always, to try and amaze the Apple fans. And I am a Apple fan. I'm recording this on MacBook Pro, and I have my iPhone here, iOS 7 as well. But it's a uh, video about a retail stores all over the world. It's nothing important. Just want to get to the main bit. What to expect from this event is new iPads and maybe the new Mac Pro. And if not, the next month will be in time of the Mac Pro and MacBook Pro. But I want to see a new iPad, and that will come here. I hope it is refreshed. It'll probably have 64-bit processor, seeing the iPhone 5S did, and the iPad's meant to be more powerful than the iPhone. It's funny how most of these people are Chinese in this advert. Oh, it's talking about, it's just showing China's retail store, which is just stupid. Why show it in just China? Across the world, show it in US, UK, Ireland, Switzerland, Germany, India, whatever. But not only in China. Okay, this video is not really wowing me, but you know. The video has finished and Tim Cook is back on the stage. Tim Cook, I think, is a really good presenter. I think I prefer him over Steve Jobs at presenting stuff, but overall Steve Jobs was better. iOS 7 was pretty good, but a lot of people did in school said that they didn't like it, but there are good reviews about it. So there's a difference between what a big media site thinks about it and what a real person thinks about it. Well, of course they're real people, but you know what I mean. You get the gist of it. Fastest software upgrade in history. It took me 5 hours to download iOS 7. Yeah, that's fastest. 64% of all devices running iOS 7. I call that bullshit. It does have a source. Oh no, it does. have it from the developer tools. More bullshit. Basically, what this is like 30 minutes bullshit, 20 minutes of important stuff, just to try and fill the event up. People travel long distances just for this event. iTunes radio. That's funny. The iPhone doesn't even have a radio antenna. Although the radio antenna is in the earphones itself or headphones, it still can't support radio, which is just funny. Talking about the App Store. More bullshit. Continue to go. More. 1 million apps. Wow. 60 billion downloads. I think that last time it was at 50 billion, which is pretty good. I can't wait for 100 billion. More free apps for the iPhone, but I'll probably be jailbroken by then. They are talking about the Mac. Oh, there it shows Maverick's background. Are they going to upgrade it? Are they going to upgrade it? They are talking about the Mac, saying they've built the best computers, incredible hardware. No. Oh, now you just started talking about iWork. Come on. Just announce a new MacBook or an iMac. I mean, iMac came out, but new MacBook or Mac Pro. He said that the competition is confused. That is just harsh. Basically, parring it. I bet you he will par Microsoft. Microsoft will get in dissed in this. OS 10? Yes! I've got money in my app store, so I will buy Mavericks as soon as I can. I think they are going to do what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna talk about Mavericks, then they're gonna talk about new MacBook, say it will ship with Mavericks in 1 week time. I bet you they will do that. I just hope they do that. Mavericks to upgrade the hardware, get more charge out of the MacBook. They are showing the MacBook. Are they going to do it? Really, really, really. I will just love them if they do this. And higher performance and GPU. And the stream keeps thing. Let's just give that a refresh. Okay, they didn't. I haven't talked about it yet. They're talking about the MacBook Air. Still talking about Mavericks, but they will probably talk about a new MacBook Pro. Yes! My MacBook shouldn't be slow anymore on Mac OS X because it can compress memory. So anything that's not anything that's not active, it can free space. So you can fit 6 gigs of data and 4 gigs of RAM. That is just good. Enhancements to graphics. Integrated graphics. Oh, please no. Do not talk about integrated graphics. Integrated graphics are just terrible. And so is this stream. It's not my internet, but come on. Ooh. Ooh. That is good. So Mavericks can also compress the graphics memory, which is just good. Meaning higher performance, even on games. OpenCL to integrated graphics. I do have integrated graphics in this, but I also have my NVIDIA GT 650M in this, so it will affect me a tiny bit. Seeing I have two GPUs. One of the new features in Mavericks is that you're gonna have windowed windowed Explorer, which is a bit stupid because they should have had that a long time ago. And you can respond to notifications in Notification Center, which is good. Tags is a pretty useful thing, seeing I use Mac OS X for schoolwork. New apps to the Mac, and my quality has gone down. Refresh. iBooks on the Mac. Will you really read a book on your MacBook, though? They're giving a demo. I bet you it's the design guy. It must be the design guy. No, it's just showing how Mavericks is used. It's talking about pages, but I actually use Word. The stream is acting up. I don't like this. Now you can drag text into a document. That's gay, what I just did. You can also drag images! Yay! Tagging's good, but come on. Some of these features should have been here years ago. Yeah, like I said, you can respond to an iMessaging notification center, which is good. Website notifications as well. I'm pretty sure you already get website notifications. And they're doing jokes about security codes. That's mm, it can extract data for, like, for example, if you have a date and a location, it can quickly add it to your calendar and also show you a mini map of it, which decent, and how long it'll take to travel, and it'll give you options. Pretty good, and then it'll add that on calendar, and then just showing the maps with flyover. And my stream's gone off again. Wow. Why can't they just announce something important? Upgrading the OS is apparently as easy as upgrade installing an app from the App Store. Okay, and it just powered Windows 8, saying it's $199, and now it's going to say Mac OS X is going to be free. What, free? Free? Yeah, that's good. How generous. Apparently, you could even upgrade from Snow Leopard to Mavericks. So it can even run from the 2007 iMac and MacBook Pro. MacBook Air from 2008 can run Mavericks, that's lowest, and the Mac Mini from 2009 at least. Available today. It's a shame that I'm using my MacBook, otherwise I could have just upgraded right now. It's not here yet. Wait, they're going to talk about the MacBook. They're going to talk about the MacBook. They're going to talk about the MacBook. They introduced the MacBook Air in summer. Now they're going to introduce the new MacBook Pro. Woo! Wait, why is the stream acting up? They are going to talk about a new MacBook Pro. I cannot wait. Yes, today we're happy to turn their attention to MacBook Pro. As you know, the MacBook Pro is the first computer with the Retina display, and they are going to do it. You're probably thinking you already had a MacBook Pro and you bought it a few months ago. Why are you getting excited? Well, basically, what I'm going to do is try and get the 2013 version, and you probably know what I'm thinking right here. I've got Apple Care, so yeah, they're starting with the 13-inch. It's not lighter, under 3.5 pounds. Pretty decent. Thinner. It's gonna have integrated graphics. Fourth gen Haswell processor. Oh wow! Intel Iris graphics even faster, up to 90% faster, but Intel Iris graphics are not good at all. Is not. Up to 9 hours battery life. To be honest, I've never even got 7 on mine, so that's kind of bullshit. Up to 9 hours iTunes movie playback. That's decent. Apparently you can watch the whole Batman trilogy in one charge. They say can. You probably won't be able to though. Faster flash storage, meaning I don't think there'll be any standard hard drives. So everything will be SSD. Faster Wi-Fi up to 3 times faster. Thunderbolt 2. Thunderbolt's already fast though, so yeah, there's not much point. It's going to ship with Mavericks. The previous generation cost $14.99, and this one's going to cost $12.99. No, 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 no. Oh, fuck. Actually, no, that's in the United States. That probably wouldn't be good. Retina display, so there's no standard. Dual core i5 2.4 GHz, 4 gig RAM, Intel Iris graphics, 128 gigabyte SSD. That's not good. That's not good. And it's gonna come out today, but it's not good for storage. 15-inch. I mean, I would not be able to live on 128 gigabytes. I've already used up 128 gigabytes even. I only have like 100 gigabytes left. Intel Crystalwell chip. What's Crystalwell? No, NVIDIA graphics. Where are the NVIDIA graphics? Intel Iris Pro. Where is the Intel graphics? Oh, there is discrete graphics. GT 650M. What? All the 15 inches had NVIDIA graphics before. Okay, 8 hours battery life and faster flash, faster Wi-Fi, Thunderbolt 2. How much storage? What's the price? I'm gonna quickly go onto the MacBook website. Co.uk. Started at 21. It's gonna cost $19.99 was starting price, but that comes with Intel Iris Pro graphics, so that would not be good. Two 2 GHz quad core, so they have turned down the power. 8 gig RAM, which is useful. Iris Pro graphics, which makes the 8 gig RAM useless, and 256 GB SSD. Not very good. Apple.co.uk/Mac. MacBook Pro. They haven't updated. Oh, they are updating the website at the moment. So the MacBook Pro only costs $300 more. I wonder how much that will cost in pounds because you'll have to include VAT and stuff. That's the news for today on the MacBook Pro. They are going to talk about the Mac Pro, meaning that will also come out. I bet you this one will come out next week though. It is a powerhouse, and the design is pretty good. Previous generation had 8 fans, this one only has 1 fan, but it will have good cooling still. That's pretty cool. 1/8 the volume of the previous generation. They're gonna say more. Inside specs: Intel Xeon E5 quad hex octa or 12 core processor, up to 30 MB L3 cache, 40 lanes of PCI Express Gen 3. 12 core. Intel can do 12 core, which is just amazing. 1866 mega MHz memory, usually 1600, up to 64 gig RAM. And AMD Fire Pro graphics. Wonder why they're back to AMD. I don't know why they didn't go with Nvidia, but that's pretty good because AMD are quite good for graphics now. Up to 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 VRAM and up to 7 teraflops of computer power. That is tremendous, but the price would be ridiculous. But you know, up to 1 terabyte capacity in the next gen flash. So you can have a 1 terabyte SSD. That is pretty cool, if you ask me. But like I said, the price would be ridiculous. and the whole Apple Store is now updating. Up to 3 4K displays, HDMI 1.4 supports 4K TVs. Pretty cool. Four USB, three motion sensor, one HDMI, power button, Ethernet, Thunderbolt 2, audio output, Bluetooth 4, and enclosure latch, all on the same side. That is good, and that's at the back. I think they're going to show a video because they got people to use it early. New version of Final Cut Pro 10. Yes, I use Final Cut Pro 10 for my videos, so this will be good. But now the stream keeps freezing. This is worse than Apple servers when iOS 7 came out. And now they're just buffing up the Mac Pro. Nothing important. Oh, but I would really appreciate it if the stream was working properly. Apparently it's really quiet and blazing fast. I'd understand the fast bit. And yeah, the MacBooks are quiet, so I'd understand a quiet computer. But any computer is really quiet if you think about it. I'm just like, perfect computer for the recording studio. Let's see what the price is. Apparently it's environmentally friendly. Now they go through the unimportant bit. It's recyclable. Why would you even make it recyclable? Who'd recycle a Mac Pro? Up to 70% less energy. Wow. The current Mac Pro took 167 watts. This new one's gonna take 43 watts while idle. It just puts out 12 decibels at idle. The new one. It's no louder than a Mac Mini sitting on the desk. They are having a video. I bet you this Steve Ballmer guy, I think that's what his name is. He's going to talk about it. No, there's new guy. He's called Jeff Williams, Senior Vice President Operations. Never seen him before. But seeing he's American, he's got an inspirational voice. They're showing how it's built. That looks pretty good. But I bet you there's going to be a suicide net there, you know? I don't get why they're not showing any Chinese people. Where's the Foxconn? They're not showing any people, actually. Surprising. Apple wanting to hide everything. And we just saw an English person with a Chinese person. I mean, not English, just a normal white guy. Yeah, there's a factory. It's pretty cramped. Not as cramped as it usually would be, but it looks cramped. But you know. Oh, there's a Chinese guy. But there's not enough Chinese people. This is not how it usually would be. Apple are being funny. Designed in by Apple in California. Made, uh, it's gonna say made by Apple in California. Assembled in USA. That's good, but they probably still use cheap labor for it. That is the news for Mac. But they're not going to say anything else to um, about the Mac Pro. Are they going to talk about the iPad or are they not? In two major products. It's pretty good. Oh, they're talking about apps. They will probably move on to the iPad. Talking about iLife, unimportant stuff. Get to the point. Instead of buffing up the 64-bit processor, they are gonna say, now we have the 64-bit processor in the iPad. I bet you they will say that. They said it, now we're bringing it to iPad. Why did they just move on from the iPad? Still talking about crap. Asphalt 8 is free again. Wow. Still not got to the point. Please talk about the iPad. They're gonna show a demo, and this is once again in Mavericks, but this is new GarageBand. I think I have GarageBand if I'm honest. Yeah, I do. To be honest, I should use GarageBand. Seems pretty cool. Music sounds decent. But you know, this is Apple, of course they'd have something decent. This guy's a pro. But get to the point. They're still talking about GarageBand. To be honest, nah. I've been recording from when it actually started, and 45 minutes I've gone. Last time I recorded, it was like 53 minutes. So I don't think a new iPad is coming out today, especially with two major releases. Unfortunate, but you know, it could come out next month. They have the time hasn't been announced for Mavericks, but it should release shortly. GarageBand's gonna be free for with any new uh uh iDevice. I mean Apple device. They're gonna talk about the new like pages and stuff line up. Um, nothing important's happening, so yeah, going to listen to a song until something important plays. Yeah, busy, 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 busy. I mean it. I'm in a video recording. I can't pause it. Like 10 minutes? What? Can they please move something useful? They're gonna try new might work. Wow. What's funny is that the Apple event isn't really working for me much, but it's working with people that are streaming on YouTube. I don't think they will actually have a new iPad. You can apparently share documents really easily now, just by clicking an icon. Feedback, feedback, positive feedback, more positive feedback. Don't really care. They're adding collaboration to iCloud. Wow. I can't. One sec. Jay! One sec. What are they talking about here? They're talking about the iPad. Oh, the new iPad is going to come out, I think. 170 million iPads have been sold earlier this month. That is pretty good. Tablet usage share 81% on iPad and 19% of others. It's kind of true that iPad does dominate the tablet market. Number one, customer satisfaction. 475,000 iPad apps out of the many normal apps. It's not about quantity, but it's about quality. They're going to announce new iPad. They're describing the iPad as a tool. Well, Tim Cook is, at least. They prepared the video. Some useless iPad about how iPads are being used everywhere to even take pictures as well. Apparently, iPads are even used in football games, so that's American football. App Store is telling me that there are updates available. Let's see if Mavericks is on here. Mavericks is not on here yet. Just the beginning for iPad. Next generation of iPad, yes, there is going to be a new iPad. 9.7-inch display. They're showing how the iPad has been upgraded. I think each iPad lasts for 4 iOS versions. So it's like iPad iOS 4 here, then iOS 5, then iOS 6, then iOS 7. John Ivy, that's the guy. That's the design guy. And I think he will talk. And it's showing a new iPad, which looks beautiful already. John Ivy's not come on. I think they just called something the iPad Air. I think they did. Yep, the iPad is really thin. Wow. It's 1.4 pounds, the previous iPad. The new one is going to be £1. And yeah, it is called the iPad Air. I think there's probably going to be an iPad Pro. Makes sense. Inside, new A7 processor launched with 5S. So that's going to be in the iPad Air, which is going to be good. If there's an iPad Pro, then it's probably going to have an A7X. It does have 64-bit, the A7 processor, of course. it definitely is called the iPad Air. One day they'll release the iPad Pro. Up to 72 times faster than the previous iPad on graphics. That is just amazing. 2 times increase in rendering. 2 times faster opening files. Expanded LTE coverage across the world. Meaning this iPad will have 4G dual microphones, 5 megapixel ISAT camera, 1080p HD video, new FaceTime HD video camera. This is good for if you're a YouTube video producer, I meant. 10-hour battery life. Still, a MacBook Air can last longer, which is a bit weird. It's got silver and white and space grey and black. No gold. It's highly recyclable. Starting at $499. It's the same one price. The thing is, the iPad is so much more expensive once you're in thing. The iPad 2 is $399. Yeah, I don't know why they're showing the iPad 2. John Ive is on the screen. And my Safari is rubbish, so it just refreshed everything. No, they're just showing going through the promotional video. Let's just quickly type in the iPad Air. Go into the Apple website, see if it's still under maintenance. MacBook Pro, by now, it's still under maintenance. Oh, they can talk about iPad Mini, meaning there's going to be a new iPad Mini. Will they? Oh yeah, they won't bring the 64-bit processor to the iPad Mini because they still got to catch up with the old iPads. iPad Mini is going to keep cost 399, but the other iPad Mini is going to be lowered to 299. second. Have you called up already? Let me look through first. Yeah, 13. Not paying for that. Not paying for that. There's another advert. It's showing a pencil on a desk. Oh, that's not a pencil, that's an iPad. I think there's gonna be an iPad Pro. No, that's a pencil. I was right. It's gonna show how something's gonna be thinner. The iPad. The iPad Air is thinner than a pencil. The event is finishing up. And okay, if you watched all of this video, which I doubt you did, thanks for watching. So to round up, there's a new iPad Mini 2, new iPad Air, Mavericks, Mac Pro, and uh, MacBook Pro. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a rating and subscribe. This has been Mahel here with Tech from Our Perspective, and I am out. Peace.